everyone, welcome to my channel Create with Tina. Today I am sharing a sneak peek of my 8-page Peaceful Garden Scrapbook Kit. So this isn't a full reveal of or an assembly video, but I still wanted to sit down and chat with you guys about it. So stay with me because I'm still going to show you some really fun details, like one of my favorite title techniques that I do, or why I design some layouts the way I do, especially if you care about album bulk and easy assembly. And lastly, what a pre-cut kit is and exactly what comes in them. So grab a cup of something warm and hang out with me for just a few minutes while I give you a sneak peek of my newest kit. So this Peaceful Gardens kit has such a calm, soft feel. It's layered, but it's not bulky, I promise. And it's detailed, but it's still very, very doable. And I just really wanted this kit to feel pretty and practical. So, first question. Are you guys more of a clean and simple scrapbooker, or do you love lots of layers? Like, are you a flat Stanley scrapbooker, which is me? I do a lot of layers, but not a lot of dimension. Or do you like to add lots of dimensionals and pop dots and make your layouts really, really thick? Well, let me show you what I have. So here's one of the layouts, and this is not the title that I wanted to talk about, but I did want to talk about how I get beautiful layers and details without making my kits difficult. And so one way is by layering die cut images. So these are die cut alphabet stamps, alphabet shapes, and then stickers all layered together, and then using dimensionals to pop pieces up where it works, or instead of adding dimensionals to everything, because I didn't want to make a double layer of dimensionals, I just added the anti-static pouch to the back side of the top of my sticker. And so it gives that sticker movement, but there is no dimensionals. It is very flat to the page. And I tell you that because I am a flat Stanley scrapbooker at heart. So here it is again. This is, I've only used one layer of dimensionals in here, but I layered a bunch of different elements of the stickers together. Like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stickers just in this one cluster to give that a really fun feel. Okay, so here it is again. So this kit has a lot of these leaf elements, and again, only one cluster there. And then here, what I did was I used a stamped image to give me a big title. And what's fun about this is you can use any stamps you have. And so you can really cater the theme of the layout to what you're doing. Let me show you. This is the stamp set I used called Peaceful Days. And I 100%, no joke, got it for 4 stamps only. This one, of course, these are the good days because I want to remember in my scrapbooking, these are the good days. I knew I would use this in scrapbooking. My happy place is wherever I'm with you. And then I loved this leaf stamp, and I loved these little filler stamps, this 3 little burst cluster. So that's why I got this. But that's where I used it, right on the layout. Isn't that pretty? And then again, I just layered another sticker right over my stamped image. And again, only one layer is popped up. And I did the same trick with these banner edge pieces. This is actually a sticker. I just made one end of them not stuck down so that it looks like there's dimension to the page without adding dimension. Now, what I talked about was one of my favorite ways to do titles, and that is by using die cuts or your Cricut if you have that, and layering them. And for this one, it was perfect to do by tearing one of the layers because it looks like snow, right? This is a winter themed layout for any pictures that you might have with a winter theme. And so what I did, I'll show you guys here. I cut out the letters twice and have them ready to go. And here is a little tip for you as well. Let me zoom in. Here is a tip. Because the letters go one way, but our cardstock, see, that is double-sided in color. When you're laying out your letters, you want to make sure you don't accidentally have one of them the wrong way. For example, the N wasn't a good example, but the I is, right? Because you can lay that I down and either way works. Same with the E. And so you don't want your title to get where part of it is in the light side of the two-tone cardstock and part of it is in the dark side. So you would lay them down, and then all I did, nothing fancy. I just tore and I pulled the paper towards me because then the ripped edge shows. And then you're simply going to layer it on. Now, if this were two-tone, by pulling the tear towards you, you would still get that white core because two-tone cardstock is dyed. It is not... It's dyed on both sides, so the center is still white. And then I'm a tape girl, being a scrapbooker. I'm less of a liquid glue girl, but I have to tell you, it's because I am so messy. But then I just layer them together just like that, and you can make your title pretty quickly. So again, make sure that's the dark side, so I'm going to flip it over to the light side. Just like that, and I'm going to set it down. All right, so that's one of my favorite title techniques to do. And look how it worked on this layout. Okay, I just added it, layered them together, added dimensionals. Now, another thing I like is I just had only a small area where I wanted the title to go. I wanted it to pop off the dark background. So I squished them together and kind of overlap them as I put them on. So that is one of the techniques I wanted to tell you about. And then I wanted to show you another technique I love to do is tearing the strips of cardstock, because again, this is just layered cardstock flat to the page, but it gives so much dimension to your layout with not adding very much bulk. Okay, so now let's look at another layout. Okay, so this is another thing I hinted at the beginning of the video when I asked you to stay with me. Oftentimes when I design my pages, I will build them directly on DSP rather than on cardstock. And that's because DSP is so much thinner than layering them on actual cardstock. So it does two things. One, well, three, it gives you a really fun background to build upon. But two, it makes your scrapbook pages thinner, which makes your albums lighter, which is important. I put my album, one of my albums, on my grandmother's lap, and she was like, oh, and I realized it's pretty heavy. And then three, it makes your albums thinner. So you can put more pages in an album if you don't make them as bulky. So you'll often see that when I am building pages, I will, in my kits, build them right on the DSP, just like that. And then I will also do journaling strips out of some of the light DSP, again, so that you have a place to journal, but you're not adding a ton of bulk. And then when you get a kit, you actually have options, because let's say you like this side better, build your scrapbook page on that side. Okay, there's nothing that says you have to build it on the side I chose. All right, so that's another way, another thing that I do when I design. So here we are. Which one? Let's see, what layouts haven't I shown you? There's a lot of them here. Here's another one. Okay, so no, I showed you this one, but I didn't talk about it. So this was the first layout, and I said I did all the layering. Again, this one is built directly on the base, on DSP rather than cardstock. So it's beautiful, but it's very, very lightweight for your album, which I think is really, really good. All right, so that's a sneak peek of the layouts. If you want to see more, you can head over to my website that I have and look at them. There's a lot of kits there. But what I wanted to show you now, let me zoom back out a little, is what a pre-cut kit looks like. So this is how they come. They come packaged together, and the back side also will have the name of the kit. So this is the Peaceful Garden paper, Peaceful Days with the sticker sheet. And then when you get the kit, you won't get the instructions, the assembly guide instructions. Those come in an email to you, but you will get everything layered together, including the sticker page, which is cardstock weight. And then all of the layouts are going to be stacked together with the pieces you need, all pre-cut, including your letters right there. There's the word family back there, and it's layered, so everything is ready to go. There's layout number 1, layout number 2, layout number 3. That's how a pre-cut kit comes. So I won't keep you guys any longer, but I just wanted to give you an overview of this kit because I love it. And again, if you want to see more pictures of this kit, more up close pictures, or see other kits I have, just go to my website, scrapbookworkshopkits.com, or I'll just link it in the bottom. That's so much easier. And just look around, have fun looking around. So anyway, thank you so much for taking the time to watch and hang out with me today. I really appreciate it. And if you feel like it, let me know in the comments what part of the kit you liked best. And if you've done any of the little tips and tricks that I do when I design my layouts, like the title or like using the DSP to cut down on bulk, let me know that too. So, and if you feel like it, like and subscribe. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.